Hello everyone, my name is Ms.zhira. I'm a science teacher at Lezan Private Basic School. Today we are going to explain new chapter for grade 8. In this chapter, gravity and motion. Before start that, I would like to explain for you example about Galilei Experiment. Galilei argument that the mass on the object doesn't affect to the time that the object take it to fill the ground. For this story, he did the experimental bring two different mass in the cannonball and threw out on the top of the building, and the people watched that to note that which one in this different mass will be the first become full in the ground. So actually both of them came in the same rate and in the same time because of the acceleration. As you know, every thing is around us, they have the same gravitational force for all of the objects. So in this moment, the larger mass, they have a bigger or greater gravitational force. But the bigger one, they have a harder acceleration. So in this moment, the final, it will be balanced at the same time become. And here we will talk about acceleration. Acceleration, it means changing in the velocity per time. We have a rule in here. This is rule, it's too much important to solve in the question in this chapter. Delta V, it means changing in the velocity measuring by meter per sec. And G, it means the acceleration, almost the acceleration around us, the gravitational force, equal 9.8 meter per sec square. And T become time. So measuring by sec. This is rule talking about the changing the velocity equal gravity times time. Changing the velocity measuring by meter per sec, and gravity measuring by meter per sec square, and t equal time. And the gravity, it will be constant because of the gravitational force on the earth become 9.8. We have a question in here. To solve this question, have to explain what we have and what do you need. In this question, we will reading the first time in the exam. After that, please separate it, what information we have and what do you need. A stone at rest and drop it from the cliff, and the stone hits the ground after time. How much of the time we have? We have a 3 sec. And what is the stone's velocity? So what we needed? We needed velocity when it's hit ground. It means in here we have information t equal 3 seconds. And after that we have we have a G. It means the gravitational force constant 9.8 meter per sec square. And what do you need? We needed velocity. Velocity, unknown, have to find out. So write down the rule. The first step, write down what? The rule of the velocity, delta V equal G times time. So how much G? We have 9.8 meter per sec square times how much time? We have 3 sec. This is sec moving with this is sec square. And finally, when calculating 9.8 times 3 will become 29.4 and what? Meter per sec. Important thing is in the question and physical part in this book, have to know what we have in the question and what's the information we have it. Please separate it, who's noun, who's unknown. And after that, when separated them, please in the first step write down the rule and put the information aside the rule. After that, calculating between them. The final thing is, it's too much important in here, the unit. And the finally, delta V measuring by meter per sec. This is about gravity and motion and acceleration in general. In this slide, we will go now to talk about Newton's law of the motion. Newton is find out 3 laws for motion. The first one, an object at rest remains at rest, and an object at motion remains at motion without acting any force. It means when I put this marker on the table, will be stay on the table without acting any force, without doing any push or pull, will be stay, remain at rest. And an object when motion at constant speed will be in motions without acting any extra force. This is the first rule. The second rule talking about acceleration equal if equal ma, or we wanted to find out acceleration, you say the acceleration changes with the force and mass. So when the force increases, also the acceleration increases, but the relationship between mass and acceleration opposite. It means when the acceleration increases, the mass have to decrease it, and when I increase the mass, and the acceleration will be decreased. So the final way, whenever an object, this is way called the action and reaction. When an object exerts a force on the second, the second also exerts the force for the first. It means when I exert the force for the wall, and the walls exert the force for me by the opposite direction. This is third rule. When you want to calculate a physical question about the second rule, have to know the question, and the question what do you need explaining the first time, after that using the rule. What's the acceleration? It means in here find out the acceleration of 3 kilogram. We have a 3 kilograms, so we have a mass 3 kilogram, and we have a force F equal 14.4 Newton. So what do you want? We needed acceleration. It means A unknown. The first step, write down rule A equal F over M. So how much F? 14.4. How much mass? 3. When divided, 40.4 divided by 3 become 4.8 Newton. This is talking about the question in the Newton's second law. That's enough for today. Wish you all the best. Have a nice time.